Look at my SC viewers. This is Southern Media. And by the bank, we are seeing mixed reaction trailing the presence of the Nigerian president, talking about Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu in France. Some people are reviewed that he is running helter-skelter, perhaps because of the judgment that came from the District Court of Columbia, asking FBI to release information concerning probe about him in the past. Some people have argued that he have gone there for medical checkup, but the presidency have maintained that it's a working visit, that he's working from there, that no vacuum in Nigeria. But currently, I want to get a view.
Yeah, my brother, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remember my humble self, Evangelist Benjamin Johnson, SS Nigeria, the only and one and the only Biafra evangelist that speak the truth and nothing more. Yeah, Mr. President of Nigeria, in person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as we speak now, is no longer in France. He has shifted to London currently now as we speak.
Is this something you have on good authority or you are speculating?
No, it is, you can verify. It's something I have a good authority.
Can you drop the evidence?
Baba, I said do your findings. Currently, as we speak today, now it's no longer in France. He has shifted to London. You know, let me tell you, the FBI that was asked to release every details about Bola Ahmed Tinubu based on the 1990s of his drug business. As a data, I know heroin is something that Americans doesn't welcome in the constitution. And America is a country that, you know, when they want to do their findings, it doesn't matter how many years. You know, I recently recalled that even now, currently now, that what took place, the assassination that took place in one of the former presidents of America in 1963, that they are revealing it today. That is to tell you, no matter the years, when America want to do their thing, they will do their thing. And that is why I said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is running helter-skelter. Why is running like this? He's looking for a way to lobby in order for the matter to die down, just the same way he did during the former administration of America, Joe Biden, which he forfeited $460,000 US just to silence the case. So it's running another helter-skelter. If there is any means by which he will use to lobby, you know, some personalities that could, you know, speak to Donald Trump in order to die down this matter, because he knows what it will tell if all these things will, is to be reviewed. What he will tell on him.
Are you saying you disagree with the presidential spokesman who said that there's nothing new about what the court have asked them to release, that it happened in the public domain since 30 years? Are you saying you disagree with him?
Yeah, I disagree with him. Why did I say I disagree with him? Is that he is speaking in the angle of the Nigerian system of government, in the Nigerian political system, not in the world system. Neither is he speaking in the angles of the America. You should understand this, that the Americans, it will take them, do you know how many years it took them, you know, to make sure that they bring Saddam Hussein down, Osama bin Laden? Do you know how many years it took them?
The leader of Al-Qaeda.
And the leader of Al-Qaeda, you understand me?
The leader of Al-Qaeda.
Yes, the leader of Al-Qaeda. It took them years. It took them years. And the killer of, like I said before, what happened in 1963? You understand? The high assassin in 1963 in America, the former president of America, I've forgotten his name, you understand me? You know, if you watch now, they are now bringing that matter out. The investigation has been going on. Today, they have investigated and they have succeeded. Soon now, the matter will come up. You understand? So they should look into that area. Who are we dealing with? How do they operate? What is their constitution saying? Do you understand? No, you cannot use Nigerian way, Nigerian system and Nigerian constitution to judge somebody's another country's constitution. It's not possible. You understand? So America is not Nigeria, and Nigeria is not America, and there is no way they can be. And let me tell you, currently now, as it stands now, the man in question, I'm talking about Donald Trump. Remember, Bola Ahmed Tinubu campaigned against him. And you know that Nigerian campaigned against him. APC, the political party that is in power in Nigeria, they were against him. And at the end of the day, the man which we are against have emerged as the what? The president. Now, how do you go for reconciliation or to gain favor? It's not possible. You can't get it. It's difficult. Except by God's grace that touched Donald Trump.
The Biafra evangelists, let us look at this issue. The North are already raising alarm about the marginalization of the man Shetima, who is the vice president of the country. Don't forget that recently someone resigned from the presidency, talking about Baba Ahmed, of course, who was, I think, the secretary of Northern Elders Forum before he was seconded and given that appointment. And the North is asking, why did you resign? If not for the fact that Shetima is sidelined in the government. And this is already agitating the North, that their only son, their eye in the government, is no longer visible in governance.
Why is it that any time North will be ranting and jumping and crying and crying? What about the Easterners that have been silent since 1967 up to today? What should we do? That means we should carry gun and kill all of them. If there should be silent by one, he said the only voice that they have is no longer there, and you complain. You said they have silent, and you forgot that.
So that's why he has been relegated. There is no sin in anywhere.
In anywhere. Okay, excuse me. Who started it? Sorry, my brother. Who started it?
No, we are looking at. Let us see who started. Let us look at the message.
The message, that is the message. Now, excuse me. Let me tell you. Let us say the fact the way it is. There are people that when you are doing something, they don't think of yesterday. I do tell you people here, and I will continue to say it even in this platform. When you are pointing one finger, how many is facing you? Those ones that are facing you is the one that will speak against you tomorrow. Whichever way.
So are you saying the North is not justified? They shout
at all. They are not justified in their complaint.
So in the second step,
they are
what
the
do you want them to do?
What I want them to do is to keep quiet. Let them just
bear it.
Amen. Pim, 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 pim. Amen. Pim. Let's speak people. They should not say anything because, you know, when they were doing their own, they believe, nothing will happen. And you forget that one day someone else may come there. When Oshibanjo was Muhammadu Buhari, how was Oshibanjo?
Oshibanjo was the VP, not Muhammadu Buhari.
Huh?
Continue.
I said when Oshibanjo was with Buhari,
okay.
You understand? How was Oshibanjo being treated? He was as well as and silent, and he was used as boy. Which me, I said it. In fact, I was seriously, even up to today, I'm not happy with Oshibanjo, and I will be the last that will see Oshibanjo ministering and will pay attention. The last thing I will do on earth till I die.
You may be wrong in that.
That is my own opinion, and that is my stand.
But
Allow God to judge me.
You may be wrong.
That is your own way. That is your own opinion.
I want to use the scripture to puncture your argument. Though it's a digression anyway. The Bible says, listen. The Bible says, whether in truth or in pretense, Christ is preached. But you can go ahead with your line.
Christ is what preached.
You can go ahead with your
line.
And
I quote the scripture again?
No, no need. You can go ahead with your line.
I will tell you. As I was saying, Oshibanjo too was silent and it was used as what? As an errand boy, even to some extent, not in all. To some extent, and they fold them the same way they used to fold mats, and they dump him one corner for complete 8 good years. So Shetima, at least Shetima handles some issues, some matters, he makes some little move, before now. You understand? Not to compare the way Oshibanjo was maltreated. So they should forget what goes around comes around. They should just stop him, like I said
so
before.
They should
bear it and take it. That is what the government, has come to give the Northerners. Because even anybody are to complain, Igbos are the one that's supposed to be complaining or supposed to be complaining or to have complained. But we are not complaining because there is nothing coming out in complaint. We rather do the action than complaining.
Now, let me bring it to your notice. Perhaps you would have heard of it. It's been with us for some time now. Talking about the Igbos, youth in particularly, refusing to embrace the Nigerian army as a profession. We are seeing a situation where some military personnel of Igbo extraction are moving all over the southeast, trying to persuade them to see reasons why they should build career in the Nigerian army. And up to today, they are reluctant in doing so. We are seeing a situation where in Kanu, for instance, about 3,000 applications have been received. In the whole of Southeast, it's only about 200 applications. You understand that in a place like Enugu, that was given 200 slots, they are struggling to get 100 slots. And this means shortage of military personnel from the southeast.
Yes. And I use this medium as well to encourage every Igbo blood living, both man and woman, boy and girl, young and the old. Instead of you to accept Nigerian uniform, go and join ESL. Protect your land. The reason why those ones are not ready, and we are not ready, I am not encouraging them to get ready or prepare to wear the Nigerian uniform is this. Number one, how much are they paying them? When you are mentioning Igbo, see, every Igbo man, one head, worth more than 1 million Fulanis.
Well, nobody's comparing heads.
Excuse me, if they are not, why are they complaining? Let me tell you this. Number two, they are recruiting them in order to reduce them.
You approve to buttress them.
They recruit. Don't you see the way? How many times are you not seeing the cleans?
It's a simple question. You approve to buttress them.
The cleans they are cleaning. Who are they cleaning?
I needed evidence.
No be the youth. The Sidious Musa, the people that Sidious Musa went to house and kidnapped. How many of them return back? The youth.
This is a big allegation you are making.
No big allegation. You heard it even in Aba when the 4 soldiers was killed. When 4 soldiers was, are you not in this country? Where Sidious Musa they visit house to kidnap youth? Is he the one in Imo?
So what I'm saying is,
I'm speaking the reality. Allow me. Allow me to speak the reality that you journalist people, you always want to join Nigeria to carry out your criminality. You don't want us to speak. Why you interview me?
No, I only requested for evidence.
Evidence is more than what I have told you.
That you can go ahead with your line of thought. I was only asking for evidence. You can go ahead with your line of thought.
You understand? So the one that Sidious Musa carry, kidnap, house to house visitation, they carry all the youth up to today. How many don't return? This is another strategy to reduce the Igbo youth population because they know that Biafra is coming and this youth will have what it takes. They are vibrant youth. So they are looking for a way to make sure that they reduce the Igbos to nothing. And thirdly, they will take them again to the war. And they will take you another place. The place they call, they say, Sambisa Forest. The place where there is no forest, full of desert. They will dump them there in the name that they should wait there. They will go to the back and tell Boko Haram, those ones will come at the back and fire them and kill them all. Let me tell you what Nigerian military is, what they plan against the Igbos, why the Igbos are not joining. And those that have joined, they will still run, just as others run back, will still run back. I will prove it to you. The Bible said that David sent a letter and he gave it to somebody. And the person carried that thing to the war front, unknowing that he was carrying his death warrant. So wearing that uniform is a death warrant.
But let me ask you this question. What is your message for some military top brass from the southeast who are already in the midst of the Igbos, telling them, yes, I'm your brother, I'm in the military? That narrative is not true. Embrace Nigerian army. What is your message for some people?
See, my brother.
The Igbo top military personnel who are encouraging younger generation to join. What is your message for them? My message is this. Your people should stop deceiving the younger because you do not believe on what we believe. You are not saying what we are saying. How many of your children are in Nigeria here? And how many of them have faced a torture that those innocent souls have tortured in the East? So you people should stop deceiving the youth. Tell the youth the truth. Tell your brothers, your family, stop collecting money from Nigerian government to come and deceive us in order to sell us as the same way you people have been sent. That was how you betray your brother, Master Nnamdi Kanu. You people are there. They are just look at in your father's house. You that is coming to deceive the youth. In your father's house, what have you done? What have you done? What has Nigerian government do to your society, to your own community, to your generation, to your brothers? What does Nigerian government contribute for their own success? And you are coming there to deceive people. God will deceive you people. Let me say everything.
Thank you too.
This is a good person.
Boko Haram are not terrorists. Fulani S-men that have been designated as the 4th most dangerous organization in the world, terrorist organization in the world, are not terrorists. ISWAP are not terrorists. But social media is the biggest terrorist organization in the whole of Nigeria. Not from me. Who made that my Sultan of Sokoto, and we have the videos. He said it yesterday, Wednesday. Mr. Chedu Marquez, if you are watching, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, and drop your comments. Then click the like button, like, and also share with others. Mr. Chedu Marquez, a big bombshell in Nigeria. Social media is the biggest noise in Nigeria. What do you have to say about this? Well,
I don't know, because where he got that understanding, because I know that it looks like they are sensing that Bola Ahmed Tinubu might be deviating from the original plan over the issue that has to do with conquest by force. Fulfilling, the last generation of Uthman Danfodio in Nigeria. They came. I wonder how it took Uthman Danfodio from 1904 to 1804 to 1808 to conquer the whole northern, just 4 years to conquer the whole northerners. Unfortunately, but what we're saying at that point is that his elements, his great grandchildren are still maintaining that the Igbo land must be Islamized, and anything that will be exposing that agenda to the world must be seen as a terrorist organization. That tells you what happened to Nnamdi Kanu, what happened to Simon Ekpa. Why the conspiracy against people who are exposing the atrocities and agenda of the Islamization. It became very prominent under Buhari, and the baton was transferred to Muslim ticket under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But whether the Yorubas like it or not, Tinubu is running an agenda that's in tone with Islamization agenda. I can tell you, he agreed, the power did, the engineer did. When Jonathan was president of Nigeria, we saw how these people with Jonathan, Buhari, and all of them, including Atiku, came together and formed a militia, Islamic militia against Jonathan's regime. We saw the bombing of the United Nations. We saw the kidnapping in Chibok. We saw a lot of things, strange things happening. With that, they were able to discredit Jonathan's government. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was part of that agreement, and the consequences of it, he will face it. Anybody that championed these people that went as far as renegated the issue that has to do with the Aburi Accord, destroyed an Igbo's way to war for good years. 6 million Igbos were slaughtered, and they said, the Bible said that the hand of sword will not depart from there. Then I'm telling you, what is going to face them will be more. But I can tell you that the Igbo land, the Biafran land, is the red line for anything Islamization.
That Igbos cannot be Islamized.
We've seen the Southwest alone, the Yorubas already have gotten up to 40% Islam. Or 50%, let me tell you that way. So, like the son of Sokoto said, it will be very easy to overrun them. They're not the problem. But I am telling you that Nigeria, let them separate and do. Now they're saying Odua Nation. What is going to happen to Odua Nation? What's going to happen to over 6 million people that were killed by the Northerners? Just because they said, please, we don't want to be part of this agreement.
But many Igbo governors are building mosques.
Let me tell you, if they are building mosques, as you said, of what is the significance, what is the number? Somebody can just go and do that anyway, like other parts of the world. But what is the impact? There's no impact. They cannot go to a community of 10 people and you see a Fulani man there. So there's nothing like Fulani. Our blood, our generation does not lie with Britain. Our generation does not lie with the Fulanis. Our generation does not lie with any of them. Our generation lied with the Jewish kingdom. So we are, even without the British, the colonial masters, or the Portuguese coming, we know our chi. That's the fact. We know our chi. We know where we belong. We know what to do. We know how to go about it. So if you are saying at this point in time now that Nigerians should not be reporting the calamity that is going on in different states of the country without government intervention, then you are saying anybody that is holding phone is a terrorist.
But what is more now?
Including Tinubu's son, Sheyi, who is holding phone, is a terrorist. Anybody, governor, someone who is holding phone is a terrorist. Is a terrorist. Anybody that is holding anything that has to do with social media in Nigeria is a terrorist. That's what Sultan Sokoto is saying, and we must understand it like that.
I'm talking to Marcus. 2 minutes more. Let us show our viewers the evidence. So, yesterday he said it. That's the head of Islam Muslim in the whole of Nigeria. That's Sultan Sokoto Alhaji Sahad Abubakar III. He said it. Social media is the biggest terrorist in Nigeria. But I'm looking at how about Boko Haram, how about the Fulani herdsmen who killed many people in Plateau State, even in Benue State.
They told you that Boko Haram is not a killer organization. That Boko Haram is fighting for freedom. Boko Haram is fighting for their rights. Well, have you been to these people? Have you engaged them for you to understand the perception, what they understand, what they mean by Boko Haram, what they mean by Islamization, what they mean by Islamization, the relationship, the idea, the concept between them and those who align with them. So don't tell me that they are seeing what Boko Haram is. Why is it? Okay, even if you see some of their governors pretending as if they are condemning these people, Northern Elders Forum or whatever, bro, behind the scene, they know that they have structures that are meant to make sure that at the end of the day, even if it's going to take them 100 years, that Nigeria must fall into Islamic state. That is the clear picture. That's the fact.
Now, let me allow you and our viewers to see the video of Sultan Sokoto. He said it, that social media is the biggest terrorist in Nigeria. Then we'll come back again and go to Ghana. What's happening there?